The universe needs like a good organizational chart.
Yeah.
Well, today we're diving into the Urantia book
Okay.
to explore a celestial hierarchy that's out of this world.
Literally.
Literally right. We're talking Supreme Trinity personalities.
Right.
Being so far up the cosmic ladder, they make executive management look like, well, earthly mortals.
Yeah.
So you ready to explore this cosmic org chart with us?
Absolutely.
We're going deep into paper 18 of the Urantia book.
Okay.
Specifically the section on these Supreme Trinity personalities. Get this, there are 7 orders of these beings.
Yeah.
It's enough to make your head spin, but don't worry, we'll be your guide through this celestial maze.
Right.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of powerful celestial beings? Creators.
Yeah.
Right? Well, here's a fascinating twist.
Okay.
These Supreme Trinity personalities, they aren't creators.
They're not.
They're administrators embodying the will of Paradise Trinity across the universe.
Right.
Think of them as cosmic executives ensuring the smooth running of a divinely ordained system.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so ultimate cosmic bureaucrats, but with a much more divine dress code, I'm guessing.
Exactly. They personify divine policy and judgment.
Okay.
But here's the kicker.
Okay.
They're described as absolutely perfect.
Oh, wow.
No risk of a celestial coup.
Right.
No power struggles. Just pure, unwavering dedication to their purpose.
No power struggles. That's a refreshing change of pace from the usual stories about gods and angels.
Right.
So let's talk about these personalities. First up, Trinitized Secrets of Supremacy. Even the name sounds mysterious.
It does.
Intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And appropriately so.
Okay.
Because the book keeps some details about them shrouded in mystery.
Cosmic secrets already.
Right.
We're not even through the first order. Okay, so what do we know about these secrets of supremacy?
Well, we know they're linked to the Universal Father
Okay.
and govern the 7 sacred spheres closest to paradise.
Okay.
Think of it as the inner sanctum of the cosmos.
So if the universe were a company, these would be the top-level executives working directly with the CEO in the most exclusive headquarters.
A fascinating analogy.
Right.
And speaking of unique creations,
Yeah.
the Eternals of Days, responsible for the billion worlds of Havona,
Okay.
offer a fascinating contrast.
Okay. A billion worlds.
A billion worlds.
Each one governed by an eternal of days.
That's right.
That's mind-boggling.
It is.
What makes them so special?
Imagine this. Each Eternal infuses their world with their own unique personality.
Wow.
It's a testament to the Urantia book's concept of individuality existing even on a cosmic scale.
So no 2 worlds in Havona are alike, each one a unique expression of its Eternal's personality. That's an incredible image. It makes you think about the diversity of creation and the potential for experiencing such variety on our own spiritual journeys.
Right.
Speaking of journeys, I'm curious about the beings who hold the power of final judgment. The Ancients of Days. According to the Urantia book, they're the first personalities ever recorded in the universe.
Wow.
And govern the 7 super universes. Talk about a weighty responsibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The Ancients of Days are, they're fascinating. Unlike the Master Spirits who embody individuality, the Ancients are described as uniform, reflecting the unity of the Paradise Trinity.
Okay.
Yet they still possess distinct personalities. It's a fascinating paradox. Individuality within unity.
That's intriguing. So they represent both the unified will of the Trinity and their own unique experiences. Wow.
The power of final judgment. That's a huge responsibility. It makes you wonder, what criteria do they use?
Right.
Do they ever hesitate?
It really makes you think about the complexities of cosmic justice and the balance between mercy and judgment. It's a concept that has challenged theologians and philosophers for centuries. And what makes it even more intriguing is that despite their current authority, the Urantia book suggests they will eventually be superseded by the evolving supreme being. Wait, superseded? So even the Ancients of Days with their immense power and authority aren't the final word. There's a higher power still evolving. This cosmic hierarchy is even more complex than I initially thought. Okay, let's try to unpack this a bit more. This concept of an evolving supreme being, it's blowing my mind, you know? It's like saying the CEO of the universe is still in development. What's the big picture implication here?
Well, it suggests that even on a cosmic level, growth and evolution are continuous processes. There's no ultimate stagnation, no point where everything is just fixed and unchanging. Even these high-ranking beings, they're part of an unfolding cosmic drama moving towards a greater realization of the divine plan.
That's a powerful idea. It makes the universe feel like much more dynamic and alive. So if these Ancients of Days, with their power of final judgment, are still evolving, what does that say about us? Does it suggest that even our choices, our actions, here and now, contribute to this grand evolution?
Yeah, that's a great question. The Urantia book, it doesn't offer definitive answers, but it certainly invites us to ponder these questions. It suggests that we are active participants in the cosmos, not just passive bystanders. Our choices, however seemingly insignificant they might resonate throughout this web of interconnectedness.
Okay, so we've got these Ancients of Days, these incredibly powerful beings who are still growing, still evolving. But let's not forget the other Supreme Trinity personalities we need to cover. We've got the Perfections of Days, the Recents of Days, Unions of Days, and Faithfuls of Days. I mean, that's a lot to unpack. Where do we even begin?
Right. It might be helpful to think about these remaining personalities in terms of their roles. The Urantia book, it seems to draw a distinction between those who primarily govern and those who primarily advise.
Interesting. So a sort of celestial separation of powers, perhaps? Some are responsible for, like, setting and enforcing the rules, while others provide guidance and counsel.
Precisely. The Perfections of Days and Recents of Days, for example, they seem to fall more into the category of governance. They oversee specific sectors of the superuniverses, managing the intricate details of their domains. Think of them as meticulous planners and organizers, ensuring the smooth operation of their assigned cosmic neighborhoods.
Okay, I can see how meticulous planning and organization would be, like, crucial on a cosmic scale. But what about these advisors? What can you tell us about the Unions of Days and the Faithfuls of Days?
These two orders, they embody a fascinating aspect of the Urantia book's cosmology. They don't directly govern, but they hold immense influence through their roles as advisors. Imagine having access to the accumulated wisdom and experience of beings who've witnessed the unfolding of the cosmos, like firsthand.
That would be like having a direct line to the most insightful, knowledgeable beings imaginable. No more need for Google, right? You could just ask a Union of Days for advice on your latest existential crisis.
Now, wouldn't that be something? But in all seriousness, the Unions of Days, they serve as counselors to the rulers of local universes. They act as impartial observers, offering guidance based on their vast knowledge and understanding of cosmic law and divine will.
So they're like the ultimate cosmic therapists, but hopefully they don't charge by the hour for their advice. But what sets them apart from the Faithfuls of Days?
Well, while the Unions of Days operate on the level of local universes, the Faithfuls of Days serve a similar advisory role, but within the constellations of those universes. Think of it as a cascading hierarchy of wisdom and guidance emanating from the very heart of the cosmos.
It's like a cosmic support system with layers of guidance and counsel available to those who govern these vast domains. But it also suggests that there's a degree of trust and autonomy given to those further down the hierarchical ladder.
That's a keen observation. And it's particularly significant because the Urantia book states that the Faithfuls of Days, they represent the furthest reach of direct Trinity origin influence. Beyond that point, governance is entrusted to beings who originated within the local universes themselves.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. So we're not just talking about a rigid top-down hierarchy. There's a gradual shift from direct oversight to something more akin to, like, decentralized governance.
Exactly. It suggests a fascinating balance between cosmic order and the freedom for local universes to evolve and develop their own unique cultures and civilizations.
It's almost like a cosmic experiment in self-governance. The Paradise Trinity sets the stage, establishes the fundamental laws, and then empowers its creations to explore their own potential within that framework.
And perhaps that's the most profound takeaway from this intricate hierarchy. It's not about rigid control, but about fostering growth, creativity, and the eventual realization of a divine plan that encompasses unimaginable diversity and complexity.
As we delve deeper into the celestial hierarchy, I find myself wondering about the practical implications of all this.
Right.
If these Supreme Trinity personalities are real, if they're actively involved in the universe, how does their presence manifest in our lives? Do we ever catch a glimpse of their influence,
That's a question that has captivated spiritual seekers for millennia. The Urantia book, it offers some intriguing insights, particularly when it comes to the the advisory roles of the unions of days and the faithfuls of days.
All right, we talked about them being these incredible sources of wisdom and guidance.
Right.
But how does that actually play out? Are they like whispering cosmic advice in the ears of universe rulers? Or sending intergalactic memos?
Well, the book suggests their influence is more subtle,
Okay.
more about facilitating a flow of information and insight. The unions of days, for example, they're described as having access to all levels of this celestial network.
Wow.
They can tap into the wisdom of paradise, the experiences of other universes, and the lessons learned throughout, like the vast expanse of time and space.
So they're like walking, or rather existing, interdimensional Wikipedias. They've got all the knowledge of the cosmos at their fingertips, ready to share with those who govern.
It's a powerful image, isn't it? And it underscores the interconnectedness of everything in the Urantia book's cosmology. Nothing exists in isolation. There's a constant exchange of energy, information, experience, and these Supreme Trinity personalities play vital roles in maintaining this intricate web of existence.
Okay, that makes sense on a cosmic level, but how does it trickle down to us? How can we, as individuals, tap into this network, this flow of cosmic wisdom?
Well, the Urantia book suggests that we all have a fragment of the divine within us, something it calls the thought adjuster.
Okay.
This adjuster is like a direct link to the universal Father, a source of guidance and inspiration that's always available to us, whether we're aware of it or not.
So it's like having a personal hotline to the ultimate source of wisdom.
Right.
But we keep forgetting to dial the number. That's both encouraging and frustrating.
Exactly. And the Urantia book, it emphasizes the importance of cultivating this connection, of learning to listen to the still small voice within that can guide us toward our highest potential.
Okay, that makes sense. But it also sounds like a lot of work. Is there anything else these Supreme Trinity personalities are doing to help us out? Any chance they're sending out cosmic energy beams to, like, boost our spiritual growth?
Well, while there's no mention of cosmic energy beams, the Urantia book does emphasize the importance of individual effort and growth. It suggests that we're not just passive recipients of divine grace, but active participants in our own spiritual evolution.
So no shortcuts, no free rides.
Not exactly. Yeah. The Urantia book does talk about divine mercy and forgiveness, but it emphasizes the importance of aligning our will with the will of the Father. It's about choosing to grow, to learn, and to contribute to the betterment of ourselves and the world around us.
It's about taking responsibility for our own spiritual journey, even as we acknowledge the vastness and complexity of the cosmos we inhabit.
Precisely. Yeah. And perhaps that's the most empowering message of all. We're not insignificant specks of dust in an indifferent universe. We're integral parts of a grand cosmic drama, endowed with the potential to grow, to learn, and to contribute to the unfolding of a divine plan that's far more magnificent and awe-inspiring than we can imagine.
It's a humbling and exhilarating thought all at once. As we conclude this deep dive into the Urantia book's celestial hierarchy, I'm left with a profound sense of wonder and a renewed appreciation for the mystery and majesty of the cosmos.
And perhaps that's the ultimate gift of engaging with these concepts. It opens our minds to new possibilities, challenges our assumptions, and invites us to embark on a lifelong journey of exploration and discovery.
So, to our listeners, we leave you with this. Keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep exploring the vast and wondrous universe both within and around you. You never know what incredible truths you might uncover.